the Soulful Progressive with FNN-Feminist News Network, the feminist news that's right for you. Welcome to Skye in the Pagoda Room. Alright, giving you that soulful news you need, yes indeed. And what would I like to talk to you about today? So, I would like to talk about who Artie Barkan. Who is he? A 38-year-old attorney now having a rare disease called ALS, otherwise known as Lou Gehrig's disease, at the first Medicare for All hearing being now held up in DC. So let's take a look at Democracy Now's snippet of his speech. Now, he had this done with a censored voicetronic system that censors his eye movements, his REMs within his eyes to pronounce his words. And what he said was very, very telling. And at the end, he's going to say something that's real cute, and then we'll discuss and talk about it. All right.
On Capitol Hill, a 35-year-old lawyer and activist who's dying of terminal ALS testified Tuesday in an historic first-of-its-kind congressional hearing on Medicare for All. Artie Barkan spoke to the House Rules Committee using a computerized system that tracks his eye movements and turns them into spoken words. In this emotional testimony, Barkan described how, even with a comparatively good health insurance plan, he still pays about $9,000 a month for medical care.
All of us need medical care. And yet in this country, the wealthiest in the history of human civilization, we do not have an effective or fair or rational system for delivering that care. I will not belabor the point, because you and your constituents are well aware of the problems: high costs, bad outcomes, mind-boggling bureaucracy, racial disparities, bankruptcies, geographic inequities, and obscene profiteering. The ugly truth is this: health care is not treated as a human right in the United States of America. This fact is outrageous. And it is far past time that we change it. Say it loud for the people in the back: health care is a human right.
Now, wasn't that very, very touching? And at the end, very cute, yeah? You can always tell when they got a DOS caregiver. Shout outs to the back. Medicaid for All. Yeah. Now, let's talk realness here. I didn't see anybody on that committee that was a part of the Young Progressive group. So it's understandable to think that the sag faces that we saw within that committee, you would think that one of them, which it's my understanding, I think Omar is supposed to be a co-chair of this committee, maybe because she was at the Black Women's Defense of Her event. Maybe she wasn't there, but I did not see her there or any of the other progressives, and they needed to be there. And even if they're not a part of that committee, like others, they can stand in the crowd to show their allegiance and their support for this, or at least have some of their members there that are within their staff, and give actual basis to why we need this. Okay, so we're the most economically vibrant country in the world. We're the richest nation in the world economically, so we can afford to do this. We can afford it, and there shouldn't be any lobbying going on to go against this whatsoever. And in regards to Medicare for All, there should be some kind of mandatorium, or what else is the word that I'm looking for? Some kind of cutoff on lobbying when it concerns emergency health issue that is turned into a crisis affecting the nation. Because this man with ALS, even though he is no longer an attorney collecting disability, he has to pay out of pocket $9,000 a month. This is ridiculous for a disease that ain't going to allow him to live another 2 years. Because as we know with ALS, it is ongoing progressive loss of muscle function that is causing for him to be in the state that he's in, to the point to where it's going to eventually lessen the muscles that holds his lungs, his major organs. Those are going to fail, and then he's not going to be around. Let's tell it like it is. That's what that is. So we need to fight for Medicare for all. And I expect to see tweets from all presidential candidates on the Democratic side, all 21 of them, talking about how they should have been there and they agree with what Audie Bachman said. And if you agree with that, leave comments below and let me know at FeministNewsN at gmail.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Facebook page, and don't forget I'm on Patreon. Alright, and if you care to give to the One Woman Team, yes indeed, you know that I'm at PayPal Me, Feminist News Network. Alright, so I want to say thanks for watching, thanks for joining, and remember, in this era of hate, you got to do more than participate. You got to know where that Senate Bill 1804 is gonna go. Because you know they got rid of 676 and replaced it with the 1804. So if you didn't know the number, now you know what to hit uscongress.gov and look for. All right. Peace.